Hi, I'm Ross Benjamin, reporting for the Offshore Gaming Association. That's OSGA.com, your top source in the sportsbook industry. That's OSGA.com. It's my weekly segment in which I touch upon my college football under the radar picks and tell you exactly why I like those games. These are all games that are outside the national spotlight and probably will be wagered upon the least or on the bottom half of any games on the board when it comes to this upcoming Saturday's card. So let's get right to them. Eastern Michigan at Army, 12 p.m. Eastern Time start. Army is currently a 6-point favorite in this contest. That's according to Heritage. And the Cadets are coming off a 49-12 blowout road win over Rice last week in a game they racked up 418 yards rushing as well as forcing 5 Rice turnovers. Eastern Michigan coming off 2 very close losses in the last 2 weeks, 24-20 at Kentucky, and then last week, heartbreaking 2015 loss at Toledo. You know, Kentucky and Toledo, not two teams you could sneeze about. Those are quality opponents, and Eastern Michigan played them tough. However, with Western Michigan coming up on deck, which former MAC champion from a season ago, as well as a huge rivalry game for Eastern Michigan, and playing this non-conference game on the road, and this will be their 3rd consecutive road game. I don't like this spot for Eastern Michigan at all. I'm going to lay to 6 points and take the Army Cadets over the Eastern Michigan Eagles. My next game, UTEP at Southern Mississippi, 7 p.m. Eastern Time start from Hattiesburg. And Southern Mississippi coming off a steering 31-29 upset win as a road underdog last week against Texas San Antonio. And now this week they find themselves as a huge 23-point favorite according to Bookmaker. Now, conventional wisdom would say when a team like Southern Miss is coming off a double-digit underdog win on the road and they're laying such a sizable number at home in the following week, it's a sure sign of a flat spot and a letdown. Now, college football betting history will tell you otherwise. As a matter of fact, since 1994, any college football home favorite of 10 or more that's coming off a away underdog of 10 or more straight up win, exactly the scenario that Southern Miss is in today, or on Saturday, 64-35 in that situation against the spread since 1994. That's 64.6% winning. And then there's some other variables to go in there. When you tighten up these betting parameters, the number gets even better than that. I'm not going to bore you with the details. If you want those details, though, you can go to OSGA.com, and under my article heading of College Football Week 7 Under the Radar Picks, you'll find a more detailed analysis as far as this particular betting angle. But all in all here, I just think Southern Miss is the much superior team. I don't think they're going to let down because they didn't get off to a great start to the season, and I believe they're going to lambaste UTEP in this spot. And this is a UTEP team 0-6 straight up in ATS in their last 6 road games against winning teams following a straight up loss. So they're coming off a loss last week. They're 0-5 on the season. And again, this situation doesn't favor them. 0-6 straight up in ATS in these situations on the road. And not only that, they lost those 6 games by an average of 30 points per game. So I'm going to take Southern Miss here, late at 23 points over UTEP. Finally, talking about Texas San Antonio, they'll be traveling to take on North Texas this week, and they're going to be in a sour mood. Texas San Antonio went into that matchup last week against Southern Miss with a perfect 3-0 record, and as a fairly heavy favorite, were upset at home. So they're not going to take too kindly to that. they're going to look to bounce back against a North Texas team that's not that bad, folks. This is a North Texas team that's 3-2 on the year, 600 win percentage, and there's a college football betting angle that applies specifically to this situation. Anytime you have a conference road team of +3 to -3. Now, this is a conference game, and as we speak right now, Texas San Antonio is a 2.5-point road favorite across the board. Now, any team in that situation, these conference road teams of +3 to -3 with a win percentage of 555 or better. Right now, Texas San Antonio's at 750. They scored 48 or less points in their previous game. They're off that 31-29 loss, and they're facing an opponent with a win percentage of between 510 and 600. And again, as I alluded to, North Texas is at 600, 3-2 record. They've gone 32-8 since 2009. That's 80% during that course of time. And again, let me just repeat that because I know I chopped it up a little bit by being specific, too specific maybe. Any conference road team that's +3 to -3 with a win percentage of 555 or better, they scored 48 points or less in their previous game, and they're facing an opponent with a win percentage of 510 to 600. All these parameters apply to this matchup. 32-8 ATS, those road teams are in this situation since 2009, 80% against the spread. We're going to take Texas San Antonio -2.5 over North Texas. Repeating again, Army -6 over SMU, Southern Miss -23 over UTEP, and Texas San Antonio -2.5 on the road over North Texas. Again, my name is Ross Benjamin. You can find all the picks I personally wager on myself, as well as my paying clients receive at my personal website, rbwins.com. That's rbwins.com, where you pay a little to make a lot. Until the next time, good luck with all your picks, and we'll talk to you soon.